news, everybody. Let's all talk about it. So now it's time for some breaking news. All right, everybody, the very first thing I want to talk about right now is the Emmys, because the Emmys came out and the ratings were abysmal. I'm just saying, it didn't work out too well for them. I mean, the average is 4.3 million viewers. Not too bad, but down 27% from last year. And they just keep going down. The last 6 years, they've gone down every year. So unfortunately for the Emmys, Anthony Anderson could not save them. And he kind of, amazing scenarios they had, the Martin reunion stuff, it did not help too much for them, unfortunately. It sucks because like a lot of people come out for it. I think there's a lot of people that deserve everyone to have these eyes on them. They have a lot of recognition for all the work they've done out there in Hollywood. It's just unfortunate for them that it just did not do too well. But maybe next year, everybody, maybe next year. It still was one of the highest ranked things for Fox this year. So good for Fox, but overall, not good for the Emmys. But something else that didn't do too well is Aquaman. And of course, Aquaman 2 is out there, and Dolph Lundgren came forward and said he's very upset because he was playing Amber Heard's dad, and because they cut all of her scenes, they cut all his scenes pretty much. So he was really super bummed about this. He said that he saw initially the cut of it. He liked it. It was good, but they had all these massive reshoots, and they ended up cutting him out of the movie pretty much, and her. And he says he's bummed because it's a worse movie than it would have been if it would have brought the original one out. But you never know when you do reshoots. That's how it happens. Everybody does reshoots, and then sometimes it comes out better, and sometimes it doesn't. Look at She-Hulk. It's a Marvel show. They had a lot of reshoots and everything like this, and She-Hulk's not coming back. Not coming back for a second season. Now, this isn't 100% confirmed, but Tatiana Maslany came forward and she said, yes, we gave it an all, but I don't think so. When she was asked, like, if they're going to do more, she goes, I don't think so. I think we blew our budget, and Disney was like, no thanks. And so they did 9 episodes, and I think that's it for She-Hulk, unfortunately. I think it was an all right show. But you know what? Again, Bob Iger is changing everything right now, cutting projects left and right, and changing the whole dynamic. So I think that's what it comes down to. So unfortunately, she's gone, and she won't be back as of now to be She-Hulk. And someone else that won't be back to have any kind of role in the entertainment industry, TV show, movie, whatever, is Harvey Weinstein. And Harvey Weinstein's back in the news again because he's being again sued for sexual assault and also for sex trafficking. That's right. Him and his Madison Square Garden network chairman, executive chairman, James Dolan, were best friends. And there was
like Patton Oswalt.
Kind of does a little bit.
Sorry, Patton. Love you. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. But they apparently this Dolan guy hired this masseuse, Mrs. Croft, to actually tour the country with one of his bands. And Harvey was there one night, and he made a move on her on an elevator. Then something happened in the hotel room. She tried to get free from him. Then she ended up getting free and calling Dolan and complained. And he's like, well, Harvey has problems. We know. We're trying to get him to deal with it, but it's, it's fine. It's Harvey. And so she ended up being like, what? This is sexual assault. She's moved forward now, and she's suing them both for human trafficking or sex trafficking and for sexual assault because he did not do anything, she's saying, when he could have. It's killed my life in that situation. So unfortunately for Harvey Weinstein, he's getting chased after again for more allegations. And you know what? Fuck him. He deserves it because that fucking guy has done too many people wrong. So that sucks. But for me, honestly, this makes sense. Let him come back. You know what? Sue the fuckers. That's what happens. But, I know a lawsuit been going down for a long time. It seems like forever. Is the Rust lawsuit. And now we got more details that, that Hannah Gutierrez-Reed was actually offered a plea deal from the prosecution being like, if you tell us where this real ammunition came from, then we'll give you a better deal. If you don't, there will be more federal charges.
The Alec Baldwin case,
the
right?
armorer.
Yes, the armor, armor on Rust. So, but this is the armor, and she's being charged, and she could actually serve up to 3 years in prison if she's convicted. Well, now she said, I don't know, I have no idea where this came from, these bullets came from, and the prosecution charged her with carrying a handgun in a liquor store after that as a federal offense. And it's like, so they're finding ways to try to charge her for more things, and now her defense is trying to backfire, saying it's all because she's not saying, certain things about where the bullets came from, but the prosecution thinks that she knows more, and she's just staying quiet. We'll have to wait to see how this develops. She's going to go away for 3 years. And somebody else that go away for a year is Jonathan Majors. But you know what? I don't know if that's going to happen, but Jonathan Majors did lose another project. Well, he didn't lose it, but he filmed the whole movie called Magazine Dreams. And it's about him being a bodybuilder. It's a drama. He's always shirtless in all the ads for it. And Disney had it, but it was actually Searchlight, a smaller group of Disney who had the rights. So they paid 7 figures for this project. Disney was supposed to release it. They took it off the calendar. And now Disney's been like, send it back to the producers. We're not going to do shit with this movie. And so now they're trying to find a new home for it after all the convictions went down because Disney is done with Jonathan Majors. So unfortunately for him, I mean, unfortunately, it's what happens when this shit goes down. Your movies don't come out. I'm sorry, man. You dug your own grave. That's what it is. But somebody else is always in the news too, just like Jonathan Majors is Tay Swift, and she's back in the news again for what? Well, they're saying that she wrote Argyle. They're saying that she wrote Argyle, Matthew Vaughn's new spy movie with Bryce Dallas Howard. And it's the whole thing is fucking funny if you ask me, because this came out and Matthew Vaughn's like, what? It's based off a book written by Ellie Conway. Now, she's a new artist, so she's a new writer, novelist, and her name's been spelled wrong multiple times. And so people are like, oh, maybe it's Taylor Swift's like secret name. She actually wrote this book. And his daughter even came to him and was like, Dad, I know Taylor Swift wrote this. And he's like, what? Oh, he's like, he was not a big fan of the internet, but it was actually my daughter who came up to me, and this is the power of celebrity on the internet. And he said, she said to him, you ever told me Taylor Swift did this? And he was like, she did not read this.
Because she didn't.
She did not. Everyone's going nuts.
I don't know. Have you been on the internet?
No, it's not true.
It's a conspiracy theory that there's no way to. He goes, it's not real. Taylor Swift did not write this. And so, honestly, who cares? Argyle looks funny. It probably will be great. There's a lot of Sam Rockwell on that shit. I always love me some Sam Rockwell. But also something else I think is pretty fucking fantastic, and it makes sense as they're moving forward, is Chad Stahelski is moving forward to take over the John Wick franchise. Now, he's also doing the Highlander movie coming out with Henry Cavill, but now he's signed a new deal with Lionsgate to spearhead all of John Wick. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, he's the director. He was actually John Wick, Keanu Reeves himself, stunt guy back on the Matrix movies, and he decided to do this movie with John Wick, with Keanu Reeves, and then they made both movies. Well, now Lionsgate saying they're doing so well, the fourth one did so great, everything's done so good, you're taking over, you need to run this whole John Wick universe. He needs to be doing executive producer and ballerina, and he's been on all the projects, moving forward John Wick 5, so it's great for him. So honestly, it's a good deal for him, and a good deal for Jennifer Coolidge, I think, is going over to Minecraft, that's right. Jennifer Coolidge is signed on for Minecraft, and she's with Jason Momoa, Jack Black, Emma Myers, Danielle Brooks, Sebastian Eugene Hansen. She's coming in here. Not really sure what her role is going to be. Not really sure how that's going to go down yet. Of course, there's not many details about Minecraft. Minecraft's a big game. 300 million copies sold. Nearly 140 million monthly active players on Minecraft. And I want to see those Brickhead Jason Momoa. I hope it's really cool. I hope it really is. But she's signing on to that. And of course, she left White Lotus, unfortunately, under circumstances I wish didn't happen. But they have more casting updates for White Lotus. And a real friend of the show, is now cast on White Lotus Season 3. Sarah Catherine Hook. And Sarah Catherine Hook was in the Valley.
Shut up.
She is going to be in 6 months in Thailand.
Shut up.
This is huge.
She was Taft-Hartley on The Valley, our project. She got her very first time acting. We got her into SAG, and now she is going to be the one of the heads on White Lotus Season 3. And it's amazing. It's amazing.
We're getting her on then, for sure, right?
Get around. Sarah Catherine's a fucking sweetheart.
She's coming on for an interview. Toot sweet.
Yeah. We gotta get her on. She was in The Conjuring. She was also on that Netflix show about vampires. It was like The Last Bite or so. The First Kill. It's called First Kill. Devil May Do was but she still kicked ass. But Ultra Walton Goggins is coming in here, and Patrick Schwarzenegger also signed on for this too, and Amy Lou Wood as well. But big casting news for White Lotus, and friend of the show. I'm really excited to hear that Sarah Catherine Hook actually got this. It's amazing.
Shit.
Amazing. And a lot of death on that program, though, just like on Yellow Jackets, which is also delayed because Yellow Jackets, everybody, we expected it to come out, but it's not coming out until 2025 due to the writer's strike and the actor's strike. Oh, excuse me. Well, that's a good burp. All of it's been delayed. I don't know where that came. That was disgusting. But that's going down. So, we're waiting. There's no release date. We're going to find out when it's going to come, but it's delayed till at least 2025. And hopefully it's good. I hope it really is good because honestly, at the end of the day, when there's so much buzz behind a show, you just get excited and get amped, and it sucks that these strikes delayed stuff, but we needed good deals. Something else has been delayed too is Wednesday Season 2. But Jenna Ortega was talking about this recently on the red carpet, saying that it's going to be definitely a little bit more horror with this season. It's going to have some excitement because she's saying they're going to add more action. It's a lot more action pace. Each episode will probably feel like a little mini movie too. And she's really excited about adding new elements to Wednesday. But then she said also that Wednesday doesn't really change the whole time because she is the way she is, and you can't change her that much. But they're going to have more action packed, and she can't wait to get back to shooting, which we're going to be shooting very soon. And honestly, that's exciting. I love it. I love it so much. I love it as much as I love Apple. And Apple right now, everybody has the Apple Vision coming out, and Apple is coming out there. I can't buy this prices. So $3,500 for a virtual reality device. I'm not really sure about that. It does look like it kicks ass. It's launching February 2nd, and they just released this whole information about the headsets will become built in with Disney Plus shows and movies along with iconic environments. So now the way this is, you put it in, it zones you out to a new world. Well, now
you eat a handful of edibles first.
Yeah, Queen.
Zone in. And so, like, there's one environment called Disney Plus Theater, which is inspired by Hollywood's historic El Capitan. So you'll feel like you're in the El Capitan watching a movie. They also have the scare floor, as if you're in Pixar's Monster Inc. You can watch a movie on the scare floor. They also have, if you're a Star Wars fan, you can actually be in the cockpit of Luke Skywalker's land speeder as you're watching a movie. That's which is crazy. You can also be, if you're an Avengers fan, you can be at the Avengers Tower over Manhattan, watching the whole, all of New York at the big A behind you and watch it. Yeah, but that's what this is all about. They also have a cinematic environment. Lets you choose where you want to sit in the theater. Now the theater, you can be in the back, the front, middle, whatever you like. Be the best spot. Anyways, 150 plus movies.
You can just get a MetaQuest for $400 and stop being an idiot.
But this is cool. This is a phone. It expands your computer. It expands your phone. It expands your world. And it's an amazing device. But honestly, I can't wait to see how it changes and develops. But a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. Very exciting. And we thought it's just exciting for me.
Yo, player. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pep Star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.